You know, I thought it would be a blessing when my brother started driving because I don't have to drive him everywhere, but the problem is he has to park behind me in the driveway, and we only have a limited amount of space in the driveway, so you end up having to move his vehicle almost every night to get out and go places. It's a blessing and a curse. Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to yet another LEGO Lover 117 vlog. I am your host, as always, LEGO Lover 117, and today we have a very interesting type of video for you today. I said today twice, I don't know why. This is going to look very suspicious as I have one of my dome lights on here in my car because the lighting is just better with it as I'm driving down the road to Hope's house right now because we're going to the movies tonight. But the gimmick about this is we don't know what we're going to see. Let me explain. Today is November 12th, otherwise known as Disney Plus Day. And to celebrate this historic day, Disney has entered into a partnership with AMC Theaters to show 4 of their movies throughout this evening. The only problem is, us fans have no idea what movie we're going to go see. It's like a special surprise thing. So they have blocked off 4 separate time slots for 4 of the largest franchises in Disney's catalog. So there's one block for Disney Pixar, there's one block for Disney live action, there's one block for Disney animation, that's just straight up Disney's in-house animation team, so not Pixar, and a block for Star Wars content. So the way it works is you buy your ticket. The tickets are only $5 a piece, so it's really not that expensive when you think about it, especially with ticket prices nowadays being as expensive as they are. You buy your ticket, you go in, you sit down, and you don't know what movie you're going to see until it actually starts playing. Hope and I have tickets for both the Disney Pixar block screening, which is at 6:45, and we also have tickets for the Star Wars block screening at 9:10 this evening. So we are doing a double feature in theaters. Hope is not at all excited about this because she does not like having to pay attention to something for more than 5 minutes because her attention span just is not great. And she'll admit that to you. This is not me ragging on her. She's admitted to me numerous times she does not like long movies and she does not like doing double features of movies because it really messes with her head. I've granted her a request though. If the Star Wars film that plays is either, I don't know, like Attack of the Clones or something, or Phantom Menace, one of the boring ones, she is allowed to fall asleep.
Can you turn the volume down because I cannot speak the way. Let's see.
Off.
Okay, look at my live. Got some money. Got some. Ooh, I probably should not show you guys that.
Don't show them your financial status. Then they'll be like, "Can I have donations?"
It's not my status. It's how much I earned from my live.
Yeah, but then they'll be like, "Can I have half of it?"
Definitely not. Okay. Can I just put in a little bit of a guess as to what we're gonna see?
Yes, that's part of the reason why I gave you the phone. We're both gonna guess on what we're gonna see.
3? Can I guess 3?
I don't care.
All right.
Guess how many you want.
Okay. Up. I think we're either up. You can like cut out my pauses. Why am I getting Robin Hood vibes? Why am I getting that?
Robin Hood's not Pixar.
Oh, Nemo? Is Nemo Pixar?
Yes.
Nemo or Toy Story? Toy Story. Please cut that out. That's so embarrassing. Toy Story.
Here's the thing about Pixar. I have what I want it to be, but I also have what I think it's gonna be.
Why is this kind of making me nervous?
What I want it to be is Cars.
Ew, what? You want it to be...
I love Cars.
What do you think it's gonna be?
I love Cars, and I would love to see that on the big screen.
That's cool. What do you think it's gonna be?
What I think it's gonna be is probably one of the newer Pixar films like Luca or Soul.
If it's Soul, I'm walking out. I swear on my life.
Snatchy McSnatch over here. Let me see the ticket.
Does it tell you?
No, it just says surprise, shouldn't it?
Okay, we gotta go.
Well, let me see.
You can see me.
You stupid idiot.
Literally, I hate you.
This way, love.
Okay, I was looking for security. I don't know.
What theater is it in?
13. I hate that number. Oh my god. What's my fast walk? I'm so fast.
I feel like you just had several shots of coffee before you got here.
Did I? We see, right?
Yes, it's 13. Then we have to go back this way.
We should do a Superman effect on this. Is it this way, you idiot?
What the fuck?
Told you, dummy.
So after stressing for like what felt like forever to find our stupid
Hadn't
theater,
even started yet.
it was down this hallway, by the way. It just, we passed it because we're idiots. Our movie was,
Monsters Inc.
yeah, neither of us picked it, so that was actually quite refreshing. I never, for some reason, Monsters Inc. slipped my head,
But it was a great surprise.
yeah, it was great. I was genuinely surprised, and I hadn't seen Monsters Inc. in a long time. That I just can't get over how fun that was.
The older I get, the more I resonate with Mike Wazowski and the
Yes,
funnier he gets.
yes, because he is absolutely a mood.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Our favorite lines, though, are, I'm on the cover of a magazine! Ow! Something else I noticed about it, too, is just how good the music is.
It is really good.
Like, I was surprised at how much the music, like, resonated with me while I was watching it. I had no idea that, like, it was that good. Like, I'd seen Monsters Inc. previously, but I was like, wow, this is, like, making me feel things.
Yeah, I know. And I used to be, like, more sided with Sully, like, yeah, go save Boo. But as I'm sitting there, I'm like, I would totally be the Mike Wazowski. Like, what are you doing? Risking our jobs
Absolutely.
and our livelihood for this thing.
Well, because he brings up a good point when he's screaming at him in the cave. He's like, you're really gonna throw all of this away
in our friendship, our life.
over this kid that you just met a few hours ago, pretty much? I mean, he does bring up a decent point.
Like, as an adult, I was like, why did I never think of this when I was younger? It's because I was the kid when
Exactly.
I was watching it. Yeah.
Exactly. So, if you haven't seen Monsters Inc.,
Give it a rewatch.
yeah, and if you just haven't seen it, definitely watch it because it's amazing. But if you have seen it, watch it again because
From a whole new perspective. If you're like older, you know what I mean?
if you're like early 20s like we are, it's just Mike.
It's different.
It's just Mike Wazowski. Billy Crystal is the perfect voice for that character. I cannot get over how good his vocal performance is.
That was really great, yeah. So, thumbs up for that one.
Great. So why don't you find somewhere for it to sleep while I think of a plan?
I forgot you brought your crack headphones.
Oh.
What the dick do we do? And go. They're right there. See?
I see 'em.
Disney Day.
I see him.
Okay, let's do this.
Do what?
Sorry, we can't process your request. Can't. Okay, great. We'll go there, right?
Okay.
Can I see your phone for the code?
I find it convenient, though, that when you said you wanted to type in the code yourself, that one conveniently just ran out of paper. Coincidence? I think not.
I really think not.
We're just gonna have to go.
Sullivan!
We're just gonna have to go tell the ticket person.
It's bad luck, I'm telling you. Take your phone.
That's my jacket, but okay.
Yeah, well, since we're walking that way, I figured you didn't want to leave it here. Take the garbage.
I don't want the garbage. Why don't you throw it away? It's not even time for it to.
Popcorn?
It's not even time for it to start
Or like
yet.
pretzels or... This just doesn't seem like a big enough claw.
Ah, man,
I hate my life.
you totally could have had that green one right there.
Do you know how bad I want a duck?
Yeah, I don't think you'll get one though. I honestly do not think you'll get one.
Do you have any coins?
No,
You don't have coins?
I have no coins. They used to have more games in here. Oh, they've got a Pac-Man machine. Alright, so we have Laughing Hysterically, Let's Touch Tongues, I don't know what that is, and then, oh, aren't we so cute?
And then I didn't know you could see it. It was like that while we were in there. I didn't know you could see it.
We should not be allowed to have access to photo booths.
I think my favorite one is Let's Touch Tongues.
I don't know who keeps slamming that door, but it's very annoying.
In their defense, I do that every time I leave this theater.
Yeah, well, you're one of the bad ones. Anyway, so we got our concessions.
Not only that, we
And our
got-
posters.
we got ice cream.
Mm-hmm. And now we're going into the Star Wars show. So which one do you think it's going to be?
If it's not A New Hope, I'm leaving.
You said that for the other ones in Monsters, Inc. and you stayed. So I feel like
No,
you're a
I said
liar.
if it was Soul, I was leaving. Run it back.
She's in the theater right now. I feel like I have, just like before with the Pixar one, I feel like I have what I want it to be, but I also feel like I know what it's going to be. So what I want it to be is A New Hope, because I've never got to see A New Hope in theaters before. What I think it's going to be is one of the sequels. But I also wouldn't be mad if it was Revenge of the Sith, because of the fact that I would love to see those memes on the big screen. I've been looking forward to this, and especially, hello there. So, those are my predictions. It's probably going to be one of the sequels, or it's going to be one of the spin-offs. But what I want it to be is either Revenge of the Sith or A New Hope. So, let's get to it. Yeah, show them our posters.
This is the Olaf side, and this is the
Book of Boba Fett. They gave us two, since there's two
Yeah,
of us.
there's
So, I think we all know that I'm going to be showing off the Olaf one, obviously. Okay, we get it. You're cold.
It's really cold.
Yeah. Neither of us were right in the Star Wars showing.
Freaking Rogue One.
It was Rogue One. Yeah. Although I was kind of right. I said it was going to be one of the newer ones that Disney made, and this is one of them. This was the first spin-off movie before Solo bombed. So, yeah, it was Rogue One. My least favorite of the Disney Star Wars era. Got to see that for a third time in theaters. You know what? I've been too critical of Rogue One, I think. I kind of enjoyed it more this time watching it now. I don't know what it is that changed for me. I still don't think the characters are very good, but I think I just have more of an appreciation for the action, because the action's fantastic. This is the best war movie that Star Wars has ever put out. It's literally like war in space, and it's beautiful. It has beautifully shot action sequences. The set pieces are all great. I love director Krennic. I just think the lead characters could have used a bit more development, and more than just a line saying that, oh, I've been doing this since I was 6, or, I'm sad because I'm a pilot. That's literally all the character that Bodhi gets in this movie is, I'm a pilot. You're a pilot? You're the pilot? I'm the pilot. So, I don't know. It's much more interesting to hear from you, because this was your first time seeing Rogue One.
I wasn't really a big fan of it, to be honest.
Really?
No, I prefer like the older stuff. It was fine. I'm not gonna say like I don't like it. Like I enjoyed it just fine, but again, I don't really prefer this type of like. I prefer like the older stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Did you notice though that in the X-wing fight at the end there was a couple of the older actors from Star Wars that were reinserted back in?
Mm-hmm. And then Grandma Tarkin was looking all funky like. I was like, it was a jump scare, to be honest. I was like,
For context, we call Grand Moff Tarkin Grandma Tarkin because one time she mispronounced his name. So now he is forever known as Grandma Tarkin, and we both agree that CGI looks terrible.
I was terrified. I was quaking in my boots.
The first time I saw it, it looked fine, but this time, seeing it on a big screen once again,
See, the eyes were glassy. I was like,
his lips. That's the big thing for me. His lips were over animated.
They're
Like it was. We owe you an apology, Director Krennic.
like, I really think not. That was very scary.
I just don't see why they didn't get the guy who played Tarkin at the end of Revenge of the Sith for a grand total of 15 seconds back in this movie and like redubbed his voice, because the voice was good. I think it was Steven Stanton that did the voice for this role. His voice was pretty spot on, but I just wish they would have got that guy. You know, this guy from Revenge of the Sith right here. Nobody remembers him, but I have his autograph because I'll never get Peter Cushing's. But I don't see why they didn't get that guy back. But she agrees with me that the Darth Vader scene at the end of the movie is the best thing ever. It was the best scene ever. I literally, it was funny. The Darth Vader stuff in this movie I love. Krennic first goes to Vader's castle. She was complaining because the theater was cold and wanted to snuggle. And of course I said sure, but then I also said after, it's about to get colder.
And I was confused. I was like, you got the AC controls or something?
No, Darth Vader has the AC controls because he sends shivers down your spine.
No, he didn't.
He does. She just doesn't want to admit it on camera.
Okay.
I was correct. It did get colder. There's one aspect we didn't talk about. There was a short, well, there was two shorts actually. There was a short at the beginning of
Well, the Star Wars one was...
the Star Wars one. It was a Simpsons short. I'd seen it before. I didn't really care. But the one at the beginning of Monsters, Inc. was a different Pixar short that I'd never seen before. She'd never seen before either. So why don't you tell them about it?
It is about a white pit bull and a black cat.
Sound familiar to you?
And
Do these pictures on the screen ring a bell?
the pit bull is abused, and basically, long story short, they get rescued together, and it's
adorable.
insane.
It's adorable.
He goes at the end of it.
I might have let a little bit of tear come out because I was like,
so funny.
it literally reminded me of our kids.
Because I saw him crying, and I was like, I wonder if I can make myself cry. And I was like,
You literally said
I can do it.
you literally said you were gonna cry though.
No, I know. I was emotional.
When the pit bull got kicked out of the dogfighting ring or whatever it was.
And it had like cuts
it
on
had
its
cuts
face
and stuff and all that.
I just kept picturing Leia, and I was like, "You're done."
It was
You're done.
it was an emotional gut punch, man. That might have been the best experience we had tonight.
I took a picture of the screen. I'm not quite sure if it was illegal to do so.
Well, I think the short's out there online probably because it said copyright 2018 on it, so I think it's been out there for a while.
Does this remind you all of? Oh shoot.
Here, it'll focus.
Of Lando getting puffed after Leia comes home, like.
It was like literally teleporting into our lives. It was really surreal.
And then the way the cat would go like and like puff up, I was like, that is so Lando.
And the way he'd swat at the bottle cap,
Yeah.
that's literally what he does.
It's just yeah.
It was...
If anything, it's called Kit Bull. So it's like...
Try and look it up if you haven't seen it. It's a fantastic short.
Like,
But just be prepared, because it's going to tug at your heartstrings.
It's emotional. Like... Indescribable. Like, I've never seen, like, an animated picture, like, really just move me like that.
Pixar can do that, man.
Yeah.
I am shocked that Pixar is able to pull at our heartstrings like that. In literally 5 minutes. It wasn't even that long. It was a short film. So Disney Plus Day. Fun. I wish that they would have revealed more for Obi-Wan on the actual streaming service. They revealed nothing. But we got some Marvel stuff, so that's fun. And Shang-Chi is now streaming on Disney Plus, so that's fun. Say the thing.
Santi.
There you go. That's your thing now. Disney Plus Day.
I give it a 7 out of 10.
I'd probably say that. Yeah. For the reveals of stuff that we got for Marvel and Pixar and stuff, I mean, the reveals were cool, but we didn't get a lot of footage from it. One of the things that was announced was a Cars series where Lightning and Mater go on different adventures, so that's fun. I texted Lemmy about it immediately, and we're both very excited.
Anything else?
I didn't see much from the Pixar side of things. Of course, I watched the Marvel panel. I mean, we got some footage for She-Hulk and Moon Knight, so that's fun. But they revealed zilch for Obi-Wan, so that was disappointing. Would have loved to have seen a trailer for that, Disney. Oh, boy. But as I'm kind of hoping they do this again next year as far as the surprise screenings go. That was really fun.
Yeah.
I was a bit disappointed when it was Rogue One. She made a funny comment when it starts with the long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and then it does that boom, and you jumped for that. That was funny.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh crap, it's Rogue One. And she was like, how do you know that?
I was like, it was like a millisecond, like, of a planet. I mean, that could literally be anything. He's like, oh, it's Rogue One. I'm like, either that's a lucky guess or you have, like, a major issue.
No, it's that I've seen that movie at least 5 times now, and I know that the spin-offs don't start with crawls. So
I don't know what that means.
Like the Star Wars logo. And then the text on the screen. Spin-offs don't start with those. They just jump right into the story.
Got it.
So I was like, oh shoot. Lovely. But I ended up enjoying it more than I thought I would. It's not a good movie. Well, it's not a fantastic movie. I'll say it's good. It's not great. People out there who think it's your favorite Star Wars film, you're lying to yourself. So I'm hoping they do this again next year. This was really fun. I had a great time. And I'm surprised you stayed awake throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, you kept looking over. I'm like...
Because I swear you were going to fall asleep, because Rogue One's kind of boring in the middle.
It was, but I didn't. So I may have checked Pokemon Go a couple times, but I didn't go to sleep.
That's true. Did you listen to your dad?
Dan, I will you in the ass.
We stand here amidst my achievement, not yours.
The voice cracks, and she's like, Nathan! If you haven't seen One Tree Hill, this is gonna go right over your head.
It's okay though.
Huh?
It's okay though. We haven't seen all of it yet, because somebody made us stop watching.
Because I got tired of it. Boo-hoo. Do you want me to call the ambulance?
Yes. But not for me!
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I knew it.
Anyway, that's it for us. We hope we do this again next year, Disney, because you totally watch my channel. Thank you all so very much for watching. And as always...
I'm your host, Lego Lover 117.
That's not what it is. That's not
and
what it is.
I am here to show you my bleached asshole.
Say my phrase.
Hang on. You say, as always, I'll see you next week on Trains McGee.
No.
See ya. What is it?
It's good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
God. You need to be replaced.